guys to my first ever YouTube video. I'm Carrington, and I felt like for our first video, it should just be a let me get to know you video. So this video is just going to be me talking, ranting, letting you all get to know me as an individual, as a person, while I get dressed for the day. I just wanted to take this time for you all to get to know me as a person and to see if I'm y'all cup of tea or y'all red wine, as I like to call it. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe and like it. And if you don't enjoy the video, let me know that too as well. I'm Carrington. I'm a Gemini. And I know Geminis get such a bad rep. Like, either you hate Geminis or you love them. I'm one that kind of falls in the middle where I'm both. You gonna hate me, but then you also gonna love me. And then you gonna love that you hate me, and then you gonna hate to love me. Like, yeah, that's the perfect way to explain me to someone. I consider myself like a red wine. Like, I'm not everyone's favorite, but the people that love me, they definitely do love me. I live in DC. I am 27 years old. And honestly, I feel like I'm too old to be starting a YouTube channel, but here we are, and it's okay. It is what it is. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I've always been too afraid to do it. So now that I'm not as afraid, I was just like, yeah, and time kind of lets me be able to do it because I have a little bit more free time than normal in my life. So I decided that this is what I was going to do. Makeup has always been a passion of mine. It's always been a passion and a hobby. And it's something that I have completely taught myself how to do. And I like to think that I'm pretty good at it. Other people tell me that I'm good at it, but if I'm being honest, you know, I still have bad days. I still have days where I look at my makeup and I'm like, this is trash. But, you know, you persevere and you move on from it. I live in DC, but I was born in North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina up until, from birth, up until I was about 12, 11. I moved into 5th grade. I moved at the end of my 5th grade year of elementary school. But in Maryland, elementary school goes up to 6th grade. So then I went back to elementary school in a sense, because in my mind, I was already done in middle school, baby. But middle school for most people here are just 7th and 8th grade, which I find to be really weird. But yeah, so I would say I did elementary, middle, and high school in the DMV area because I did. I have literally lived in all areas. So I've lived in DC, like currently. I've lived in Maryland, and I've also lived in Virginia. The only place I didn't go to school at was in DC because my mama was not about to allow me to go to no DC school. She barely wanted me to go to a PG school, and because of that, she actually moved like out of the county, out of the state, so I would go to like a better school. Which, I mean, I don't know if that really worked or not, but whatever. You know how mamas be. I'm an only child, so it's always just been me, my mom, and my daddy. My mom and my daddy are not together. They've never been together like since I was a child. So I kind of have a stepmom, which is like my dad's long-term girlfriend. She's really cool. Love her down. But yeah, it's just been me. People say because I'm an only child, I'm spoiled. I don't know how true that statement is. I don't think that I'm spoiled in a sense. I know that I like what I like, and I'm not willing to compromise when it comes to certain things, and I like nice stuff, but I don't think that makes me spoiled. My mom and my dad really instilled in me like the values of hard work and all those things, so that's why I don't think that I'm spoiled. But I guess outside looking in, people think I'm spoiled because I grew up privileged. Well, also, I don't like the word no, because why are you telling me no? That's weird. Don't do that. I'm currently in a relationship after a year of being single because I went through a very traumatic breakup, like very, 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 very bad breakup. And now I'm in another relationship with someone that started off as a friend, and then we kind of have evolved past a friendship and into a little bit more like dating a friend. Sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm in a relationship, which is weird. I don't watch a lot of TVs. That is a fun fact. I watch very specific shows, and other than that, I don't watch TV really. I love podcasts and books. I like to listen to things more so than watch them. I also do content about food on Instagram, and to be honest, that started by accident because my therapist told me that I needed a hobby. And this is also how I end up doing this. My therapist told me that I needed a hobby that wasn't work related. That had nothing to do with my current job at the time because my current job was stressing me out. I was like, all right, girlfriend, I'm gonna find something. Like, I'm gonna find something. And at the time I was in a relationship I was in my previous relationship. And we always kind of went out and we went to dinner and things like that. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna start recording as we go out. So we would go out, I would record it, and then I would just post it on Instagram. And it kind of like blew up unexpectedly. Like one day I woke up and a video had 500,000 views. And I was like, what? Y'all like to hear me talk about eating? Like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. So I kind of took it and ran with it and just started doing it. And I enjoy making the food content, don't get me wrong. But it's not a passion of mine, which is why if you follow me on Instagram, you get them far few and in between now. Because I don't like making it. Well, I don't dislike making it. It's just not a passion of mine to do it. So because it's not a passion of mine, I just don't have the urge to do it as I once did. I did it so much before because I was single. It took my mind off of things. So it was like, you know, it was therapeutic for me. But also I was going on dates. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know that. Majority of the times I went out, unless I went with a friend, I was going on dates. Meaning that it was for the free ski. I'm gonna let y'all in on that little secret. It was for the free. So just like every video that you've seen, I was on a date with somebody. Sometimes it would be the same person, sometimes it would be different people, but I was going out on dates. Which is why I was able to go and get so much content, because I would literally go on a date like 3-4 times a week. Like I would go on a date Monday night, and then I would go on a date Wednesday night, and then I would turn around and then like Saturday I would go on a date, and then Friday I would go on a date. Like I was going on dates. I said that so out of order, but I was going on dates, which is why you was getting content so consistently at one time. I was uploading like 2 videos, 3 videos a week at one point in time, and it was solely because I was going on dates. I was dating. You know, I was in that area where I was dating. I was like Ash from Pokemon, gotta catch them all, gotta date them all, baby. Gotta date them all. And I'm gonna tell people that is the best way, and it's so cliche, the best way to get over somebody is get up under somebody else. The best way to get over a bad breakup is do things that make you happy, do things that's fulfilling for you, but date people. And tell them like, hey, look, I just got a relationship. I'm not looking for nothing too serious. I just want to go out, have a good time, have fun, and let it be what it's going to be. And most people are going to be okay with that because they respect their honesty. Then there are going to be some people that's not okay with that. And that's fine as well. But date. Healing is something that is a true journey. People always talk about it being a journey, but it really is a true journey. And it took me a very long time to truly heal from my relationship and be happy and content with not just where I am now emotionally, physically, mentally, but then also like from a romantic standpoint and how I view people when it comes to romances. You know, I try not to carry baggage from one relationship into another because that's no fun and that's not fair for someone who didn't do anything to you. But you also know, like, you know, what red flags to look for and how you want to be loved and how you want to be treated. I love music. I'm really, really into music. A fun fact is that I adore country music. I listen to country music. I would say like 40% of the time when I'm listening to music is country music. And a lot of people don't know that about me, but country music is where I live. Like I live for a good country bop. My favorite color is yellow. That's so random, but since it's like about me, my favorite color is yellow. I absolutely love the color yellow. I even have a tattoo of sunflowers because not only do I love yellow, I love sunflowers as well. My favorite flower. I love books. I think I said that before. I've currently been listening to a series of books called, I think the first one is called Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. And then the second one is Black Girls Must Have It All. And then the other one is Black Girls Must Be Magic. Now, I may have said them out of order, but it's a series. And it follows this girl named Tabitha. And to be honest with you, sis be pissing me off. Overall, it's a good series. It's just the things that she does. Like, she be bringing them on herself, and then she be upset about the outcome. But it's like, but you did it. Like, I consider myself an actual boring person, mainly because like I'm not big into TV. I like to read. I'm a nerd in a sense. I love hip hop music. Fun fact is that I used to want to go to school for journalism solely because I wanted to talk about music, specifically hip hop. That is like a passion point of mine next to makeup. And if I could find a way to marry the two together, then that's what I would do. I have depression and anxiety. I've had both of them since I was in high school. Honestly, I had it even before high school, like middle school. But it peaked in high school, and then it's recently peaked again since I've been an adult, which I thought that I had like got over it and that I was better. But the funny thing about anxiety and depression is that it never truly goes away fully. You just learn how to cope and deal with it, which is what I have been doing. I have been coping and dealing with it, and it's hard, which is also what inspired me to start going to therapy again and to take up an actual hobby. And so making videos have become my norm. It's become therapy for me. Makeup is therapy for me. It's fun. You know, I consider it an art form. I currently take anxiety and depression medicine. Let me tell you, I wasn't one of the people that was like, I don't want to take medicine, but I didn't want to take it unless it was absolutely necessary, because I did want to be able to do it on my own. And a part of that was I honestly just felt weak for needing medication, not because of the stigma or anything like that Black folk got. It was just solely because I felt weak. Like I felt like, damn, like I'm not strong enough to handle this on my own, that I need medicine in order to be happy, in order to feel good about myself. And I just didn't like that feeling that it gave me to feel weak. Like mentally, it made me feel like I was a weak person because I couldn't handle it. But after talking with my therapist and talking with my psychiatrist, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the best thing. And my psychiatrist has been great. She's always been like, you know, it doesn't mean that you're going to take it forever. It's just something to help you get over the hump. Don't feel like you can't do it at all, but it's okay to need help. And that's what I needed. And since I've been taking it, I've been so much better. Now, it did take a while for it to work because we switched medicines a lot of times. We did a bunch of different dosing. But once it started working, baby, it works. And I love that. Like, I truly love that for me. I love it for my family and my friends and people that's just around me, because they get a better version of me that I wasn't able to do for so long because how I had been feeling. So I'm grateful for them. I'm thankful for them for just being in my corner as I went through it. Like, my mom has been one of my biggest support systems. And though we fuss and we fight sometimes, we bicker a little bit, she is like my rock for real. She's what keeps me together. I can always call her for anything. And sometimes she'll be like, girl, what do you want? What are you calling me for? What do you want? Like, I just want to talk to you. Our dynamic has changed so much since I become an adult, because I went from, I ain't wanting a little friends to, girl, we friends. Like, we sit on the phone and we kiki together about things. And, you know, it's just good to have that relationship. And we didn't develop that bond until after my grandma passed away. So sad that my grandma died, of course, but thankful that out of that came a great relationship with my mama, because we did not have that at first. So I love that for us. You know, girls, and Black girls specifically, they have it hard with their mama sometimes. Like, it's not as easy as it is with other people. So I'm grateful to have that now, where I didn't have that beforehand. I guess I do a little wing liner. In addition to me doing like beauty videos and tutorials and stuff, I will also be doing vlogs. But my vlogs, the vlogs that I want to do are going to be very specific. I want to format them almost like a journal entry. And I want to I really want it to be, so the name of my vlogs are A Black Girl Diary, because I literally want it to be a Black girl's diary. Talk about life shit, you know? I don't even know if I can cuss, but this is what we're gonna talk about, life shit and things of that nature. And I look forward to doing that. I'm nervous about it because it's a layer of me being vulnerable that I did not initially plan to do, but I'm surprised about how people respond so well to it. I've been loving this look combination. This is the final look. I'm just gonna head to Target. I have on like a little bodysuit, and I'm going to put a blazer over top of it with some jeans and some random white canvas shoes that I have. I'm gonna go to Target, and then I'm gonna go watch the eclipse somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna go watch the eclipse, but we'll figure it out once we get there. So much for tuning into my first ever YouTube video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, tell me that too. If it was a boo, tomato, 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 drop that in the comments and let me know. And if you made it to the end, tell me what my favorite color was. If you made it this far, friend, you might as well subscribe. I promise you are going to love it here. I promise you're gonna love it here.